Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday the 28th of May and it's bank holiday weekend, which meant the turnout at group was a bit less than normal. I wonder if that happens in other groups. We tend to have more people who weigh and go when it's holiday times, but still a good loss at our group of £57 this morning, and we've got 5 guys in our group at the moment who are smashing it, and it's an inspiration to us all. Right, let me tell you what I did, because that's what you're here to hear. I lost £0.5 this week. I'd stuck to plan, which is the way I eat now. It's not hard to do that for me because it's the way I'm choosing to eat. So I'd had my 2 A's, my 2 B's, my 11 sins every day, and I lost £0.5. I'm really happy with that result. So I'm £1 under target and comfortable in my own skin. Group this morning was lovely. It always is. I'm just so blessed. It's such a friendly group. One question that my group leader was asking each and every one of us this morning was, tell me something you're proud of. And as we went around the room, people shared different things. One lady said, I'm really proud today that when I open my cupboards, they're not full of rubbish. Another lady said, I'm really proud today that because I'm doing this food plan, I'm feeding my family better. A nice couple said, we're really proud today of each other. That 6 months down the line, we're still here, we're still doing it, we're still loving it. Me, what was I proud of today? Well, I'm proud today because tonight I'm going to a friend's wedding reception and I'm going to wear a little black dress. And it's a size 14. Now, I don't think in my adult life I've ever had a size 14 dress. I went from school uniform to size 16 when I started work, and I never really went below that. So I think this is the first time in my adult life I've had a size 14 dress. It's sleeveless, it's black, and I suppose a size 14 can constitute a little black dress. And my last little black dress, which cost me an absolute arm and a leg years ago, was a size 24. So I'm proud of that today and I'm grateful for it. And my word for the week this week is power. And what I really feel I want to talk about is the times when I give or I gave my power away. You'll have heard me sharing my videos on occasions where I've said, oh, if I had chocolate in the cupboard or in the fridge, or if I had this or I had that, my pork pie, my salad cream, they'd be shouting at me. That's an example of me giving my power away. These things don't have any power unless I give it to them. And today I'm starting to get a bit more adamant and stamp my foot and say I'm not going to give my power away anymore. When I'm eating out with friends, and my friends all choose to have fish and chips because we're having a pub lunch, and I go along with that, I'm giving my power away. I'm people pleasing. And today I don't do that. Today I order what I want, what I need. And this is all new learned behaviour for me, because in the past I would have ordered what everybody else was ordering. I wanted to be one of the crowd. I started smoking when I was 14 because my friends smoked. There's been times in my life when I've done a lot of things because it pleased other people. Today I'm getting to be, in a positive way, quite selfish. I will only do today what suits me, what works for me. Not because I want to do things to the detriment of other people, but because I want to do things today that benefit me. As I've said, food has no power, and that applies to all of us. Food cannot pick itself up and literally chase you around the room. Food cannot ram itself down your throat. Food cannot even get beyond your back door or your front door unless you invite it in. So, if you've got chocolate in your cupboard today, like I used to have chocolate in my cupboard, and it's shouting, eat me, eat me, eat me, it's your own fault. You went to the supermarket or the corner shop or the garage, just like I used to do. You paid your hard-earned cash over the counter. You put that stuff in your handbag quite often. If you're anything like me, you sneaked it into the house. You hid it in your knicker drawer or your wardrobe or the cupboard under the bathroom sink where nobody else ever goes. You choose, as I did, to do that to yourself. Now that's fine if that's what you want to do. If you want to go out this afternoon and buy the biggest bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk on the shelf and you want to bring it home and you want to enjoy it, that's fine. That's your choice. It's all about choice, isn't it? But if you want to take the power back, as I am trying to do today, to maintain a weight loss or achieve a weight loss, then I would say to you, think about where that power lies. It lies within us. So when I go shopping today, I don't pick up those things anymore. They don't give me that same exhilarating feeling that I used to get from them because they're not good for me. They're not good stuff for me to hang out with. I think the same applies to relationships. For me, and I can only talk about me as I've said before, in relationships, I have always been probably the world's biggest people pleaser. You know, when you're young and you're on a date and the guy says, what do you want to do? You say, and I would say, not you, I would say, I don't mind, what do you want to do? We'd decide we were going to the pictures. He'd say, what do you want to see? I'd say, I don't mind, what do you want to see? I remember the first date I ever had with my husband. The first film we ever went to see together was Biggles. Now why? I ask you, why? I chose that. I was bored. Well, no, Richard, if you're watching, I wasn't bored. It was a nice film. But I chose to see that film to please Richard. I thought he'd enjoy it. And I'm sure Richard chose to see that film to please me because he's a very nice person. It's time, especially when you're getting to my age, that we adopted an attitude of honesty. So today, if somebody said to me, where would you like to go? I wouldn't choose the cinema because I'm surrounded by food. I actually loathe going to the cinema today because I sit there trying to concentrate on a very visual film. I don't like audio description, which is what a lot of blind people would choose. I can generally follow things because I've been fully sighted, I'm good at that. But I hate the fact that everybody around me is munching crisps, munching popcorn, rattling bags of sweets, sucking lollipops, slurping Coke. Today, if a guy asked me out on a date, I would not choose the cinema. Likewise, concerts. I like concerts, but why is it these days that everybody in the concert hall is eating? Why do we eat as a nation non-stop? When I was a kid, we used to eat 3 meals a day. Now it seems to me that as a nation, we never stop eating. But I am very conscious today. I'm going to a concert on Wednesday night. I'm going to see a band called Fairport Convention, who the oldies would remember. But I won't be taking a bag of popcorn or a packet of sweets or a bag of peanuts with me the way I used to. I'm going for the music. I'm not going for the food.
And the company.
Oh, and the company, yeah, good company. But I'm not going for the food. I used to go on holiday for the food. I ate my way around San Francisco. I've eaten my way around Devon and Cornwall. I've eaten my way around North Yorkshire. You know, all over, wherever I've been on holiday, it's always been, I went for the food. Today, I'm going for the company, the weather. I'm going to the cinema. If I choose to go for the film, I'd choose to go to a quiet performance so I didn't have to listen to everybody else eating. I'm making choices that are changing my life. But a lot of these choices, excuse me, I've got the tickly nose syndrome. A lot of these choices are changing my life and they're making it easier and less stressful, less combative, if that's the word. I don't need to get into a battle with myself because I won't put myself in those places. I won't put myself in those positions. I will not have a cupboard full of junk in my kitchen. I was watching a lovely lady a couple of weeks ago doing a cooking vlog for Slimming World, lovely recipe, and she opened a cupboard which I assume was somewhere above her head, and it must have been full of crisps and sweets and chocolate things. And my attitude today, and my attitude might not have been this way 10 or 20 years ago, but my attitude today is, why have that in your house? I know my reasoning would have been because I've got a child in the house all those years ago. But I didn't genuinely have that stuff in the house for him. I had it in for me. And I tortured myself with it. So, yeah, my word for the week is power. I've taken my power back. I'd encourage everybody, take the power back, and then you can make the choices. Something that's come up quite a few times over the last 2 or 3 weeks on differing vlogs, and I'm only sharing my opinion on this, I'm not judging other people's opinions, is Slimming World won't let you eat healthy fat. Slimming World won't let us have avocado. Slimming World won't let us eat nuts. Can somebody show me, please, where it says that in the books? Because I'm here to dispute it. I am very opinionated. As I say, it doesn't take away from anybody else's opinion, but it makes me, I can't think of the right word. It's not sad. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm into Slimming World. It's the way I choose to live today. People will be coming along, watching the vlogs that we're making, who are new to Slimming World. I know a couple of ladies joined my group this morning, and they were talking about, I heard them chatting about different resources. They were talking about Instagram. I don't use Instagram, it's too visual. But I sometimes wonder, when a newcomer watches us saying things like, Slimming World won't let me eat avocado, Slimming World won't let me eat nuts, Slimming World won't let me eat dried fruit, Slimming World won't let me have X, Y or Z. Are we being truthful, or are we whinging, or are we feeling pitiful or sorry for ourselves? Slimming World does let me eat avocado. It's 9.5 sins for 100 grams. It allows me to take something else out of my sins to put the avocado in. So today, if I wanted to drop 2 packs of Biscoff biscuits and a bag of Tuck biscuits, that's 9 sins in total, and a teaspoon of Choc Shot, that's 9.5 sins, I can swap that out for 100 grams of avocado. I just can't have all of it. And that to me today, well, also with the nuts, I love nuts, but I'll have 5 Brazil nuts as a B choice. I'll have 5 Brazil nuts for 5.5 sins. I'll have 10 grams of flaked almonds on top of my yogurt. That's 3 sins. Slimming World lets me do that. It lets me choose between those nuts and an ice cream or some chocolate or some salad cream. It's choice. I've got the choice. What Slimming World doesn't let me do today, thank God, is sit on my fat arse in front of the telly, and I'm talking about me here because this is what I used to do, with a 300 gram bag of chocolate Brazil nuts and eat the lot. Now, Slimming World won't jump up and down and stop me. It'll advise me not to do that. And today I've taken the power back and I'll choose not to do that. But I think what I'm trying to say, and again, please, I'm not getting at anybody, as individuals, I'm stating the way I feel. Slimming World allows everything and anything within moderation. And the biggest thing it's taught me in the past year I've been doing it is moderation. Because I didn't have any moderation before. I lived in the world of excess everything. So if you feel like Slimming World doesn't allow you to have something in your diet that you think is beneficial to your diet, like the healthy fat of an avocado, swap it out for something that's not as healthy. Don't continue to eat the other stuff and then feel deprived because you can't have the avocado. Make the best choices for yourself today. We have 15 sins to play with. I choose to have 11. 9.5 out of that, I think, is not bad. And I know often I've had conversations with Joe about eating fat. Now, I eat cheese most days. I drink skimmed milk because that's my milk of choice, skimmed goat's milk. I choose to eat cheese. I choose to generally eat the lighter cheese so I can have 40 grams. I like 40 grams of cheese. It's a nice amount. But for my sins, I can have for my sins, that's an expression, isn't it? For my sins, I deserve no. For my sins, I can have whatever I choose.
You could have chocolate Brazils,
Yeah.
just not many.
Just not many. And that's okay. Because today I can eat 5 Brazil nuts for 5.5 sins and enjoy them. When I ate a 300-gram bag of anything, whether it was cashew nuts, chocolate Brazil nuts, pistachio nuts, macadamia nuts, I love all kinds of nuts, I never actually enjoyed them. I used to just shovel them in. I probably didn't taste the vast majority of them. I'm so busy chewing this one while shoveling that one in that I didn't even notice how many I was eating. I'm like that with a bag of Maltesers. In fact, I don't like bags of Maltesers. If I'm going to have Maltesers, I want the big box. And do you know what? I could lie on the settee and watch a film in the days when we had a television. We don't have one today. But I could lie on the settee and watch a film and my hand would keep going. And then my hand would go to the box and God almighty, the box was empty. And I didn't remember eating most of those Maltesers. Today, if I wanted Maltesers, I'd choose the little fun-sized bag and I'd relish each and every one of them. They might not last me more than 3 minutes still, but I'd enjoy them.
Yeah, and the first one always tastes the best, doesn't it?
True. Then you try to replicate it. So that's just what I wanted to share today. And pardon me, that's what I was feeling today. That's what I was feeling to say today. If it helps anybody, that's great. If it offends you, then I'm sorry. But that's the way I feel. That's my experiences. I'm not here to people please. Thank God. For the first time in 50 years, I'm trying not to be a people pleaser. Anyway, let's move on. Said enough. Giveaway. I am planning a giveaway for next week because next Saturday I will have been 6 months at Target. Now, I don't think I've ever watched a giveaway on a vlog. I meant to look for some this week, but I haven't found any. Well, I haven't made much of an effort to look, if I'm honest. But I'm going to do it my way. It might not be the right way. It might not be the way other people have done it. But this is the way I'm going to try it. And if it works, I'll do it again in 6 months. If it doesn't work, then if anybody wants to help me with a little bit of advice on a better way of doing it, I'll take that on board. I wanted to do a giveaway as a little celebration of like my half-year birthday of Target. So I looked at what could I give away. The choice was mine. Okay. I want to give some of the things away that I use during the week as Slimming World tools or things I eat, things I use that are beneficial, and I'll explain why I use them. So I think I've got about 7 things here on my tray that will make up the giveaway package. The person who has their name drawn out of the bag first will win all 7 of them, just doing one prize. And all I'm going to ask you to do, and you don't have to take part if you don't want to, it's not compulsory, but what I would say is if you're going to take part and you aren't already a subscriber, will you please subscribe first? Because that makes it fairer to everybody. Then we're all singing from the same hymn sheet. We're all together in this. It's just a click of a button. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to stay with me if you don't like my videos. You can unsubscribe at some point in the future. But I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, please. Anybody who leaves me a comment between this vlog going live today and 12 noon on Friday the 3rd of June, which is next Friday, before I vlog again on Saturday. Anybody who leaves me a comment, even if it's just hi or hello or put me in the drawer or anything, anybody who leaves a comment at all, and I have my regulars who leave me some lovely comments, and you'll all go into the drawer. Of course you will if you leave a comment, but your comments will all count equally. So anybody who's subscribed and leaves a comment, even if it's just a smiley face, goes into the drawer. The draw will be done during the vlog next Saturday. Joe will draw it out and read the winner. Then the winner will need to email me with an address for me to send their prize to. It doesn't need to be a home address. It can be a friend's address, a business address, anybody's address, as long as that prize can find you. So that's the rules for entering. Let's keep it all simple. These are the prizes. Firstly, a box of the new banana milkshake bars. Bought those at Group this morning. First time I've seen them. First time I've tasted them. And yes, people tell me they taste like a McDonald's milkshake. I don't know, I'm not a milkshake person. But I would say they taste very banana-y and extremely sweet. But they're good. So that's one prize. I'll pass these to Jo, so it makes it easier than me trying to put them back down. The second thing is a Slimming World apron. I'm not going to bother unfolding it, but this is the official Slimming World apron. Wear that when you're cooking. The next prize is a jar of powdered peanut butter. Now, you may have seen lots of people on different vlogs talking about powdered peanut butter. This is 1.5 sins per level tablespoon. I'll tell you how I make it. Not going to judge how other people make it or comment on that, but 1 tablespoon of, well, I would use 2 for 3 sins. I mix it with water, tap water, and I add to it a twist of pink Himalayan salt because I like my peanut butter salty, not sweet. So that goes into the prize box. You can buy that in Holland and Barrett's if you don't win. Next prize, one of the Slimming World books, free branded foods. We're getting there. Next prize, now this is something we use a lot. It's a sealable click top container that can be used in the microwave. It has a vented lid. I'm sure most of you have probably got these or seen these. Now I use this every day for my overnight oats or my overnight Weetabix. In fact, we make 2 up at a time. Put them in the fridge and I've got them there for the next 2 mornings. But another, excuse me, that's my phone. Sorry about that. Jo uses these to steam vegetables in, specifically things like sugar snap peas, and I'm sure you could do garden peas, sweet corn, anything. Mange too, yeah. Anything. They're great for steaming your veg in, so that goes into the prize box. A couple more things. This little colander. It's melamine, not metal. A little colander. Now, I buy these in Lakeland. I've bought them for quite a few people. You can also buy them in Dunelm, I think, if you don't win. But this is the perfect size, you see next to my hand, perfect size colander for rinsing tins of red kidney beans or chickpeas. And dishwasher safe, perfectly good for the job, but something we use on a daily basis. Thanks, Jo. And last but not least, the 7th prize, a good set of measuring spoons, good strong ones. Oops, including a ½ teaspoon. So that goes into the box too. So there are 7, I think that's 7 prizes, is it, Jo?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, my lucky number, 7. So there you go. That's the 7 things you'll win if your name is drawn out next Saturday. Good luck to all of you. I'd like to bless you all with 7 prizes, but the budget just don't stretch to it. I think you're getting 30 quid's worth there, so it's not a bad deal. But go for it. It would be lovely to see lots and lots of messages, and I promise you, if you send a message, your name will go into the draw, and it will be drawn live on vlog next Saturday. Have a superb week, and I'll be doing my usual 2 A's, 2 B's, 11 sins, and I'm going down.
2 p.m. 1 notification.
Please excuse my iPhone. I'm going dancing tonight, so a bit of body magic. My friend's getting married this afternoon, and we're going to party tonight. So I shall be on plan. Have a good week. Cheers. Bye.